We got Coach Curtis here. Coach, earlier this week, your program won its first tournament game in 5 years. Now you've won 3, and you'll play for a conference title tomorrow. What does the opportunity mean to this group and to Shaw University?
Well, it's big. You know, that this used to be our tournament, you know, and then we took a 5-year absence, and this group of young ladies really played hard. We beat a team that's arguably the best team in the conference this year. They beat us twice during the regular season. So it's great for the university, great for these young ladies, but our job is not done yet.
As the years gone on, your starters have had to be on the floor more and more. How do you measure the responsibility they've taken on to get you to this point?
When we made a change in our lineup about 6 games ago, and we put our 5 best players on the court, we said, y'all going to have to play almost the whole game. We will find a way to get you a few minutes of rest here and there, and they've answered the bell. They're playing 35-plus minutes, you know, every game.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
With Coach Lonnie Blow, Coach, a couple days of rest for your team before you finally hit the floor. Found yourself down 8 early. How do you think your team responded?
Yeah, I thought we finally got in some type of rhythm, kind of, you know, obviously we've been off for a few days, but there after a few minutes, I thought we got going a little bit, and defensively, we just got to keep picking it up.
10 points off of turnovers. What do you think about your team's poise coming off of some of those turnovers?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of attacking in transition once we got the turnovers, but we got to do a better job again of taking care of the ball and trying to force them into turnovers.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Andrew, what do you have for us?
Hey, guys, Jalen Williams, you might have noticed wearing that wrist tape on the right wrist. On that wrist tape, it reads R.I.P. Papa. Him and his older brother, Trey Williams, have their grandfather, George Williams, heavy in their hearts. He passed away in late January. Their grandfather was a star athlete at NC Central, a great football player who went on to coach basketball, football, track, tennis, wrestling, you name it. Even won a CIAA championship for the FSU softball team, so they have him on his mind right now.
Yeah, that was a guy. Thanks, Andrew. That was a guy. That was Coach Williams that I talked about 2 weeks ago when we were up in Elizabeth City. I mean, in addition to talking about Tim Grant, think about Winston-Salem, whose dad passed. So we, you know, Jeff Charles. That was that. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Coach Williams. That's who it was. That's his grandfather. Yeah.
Hey guys, here with Coach Hill. Coach, you had a lot of rebounders get involved in that first half. You had 4 different players with at least 3 boards. What'd you like about your game down low?
The intensity. I think that's something that we talked about after the last game. We wanted to be the first to punch. And I thought for the first half, or like you said, on the offensive rebounds and the defensive rebounds, I thought we were first.
Claflin got back into it with a couple of threes. On your end, 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. What's the message to your shooters in the second half?
Get to the basket, get to the basket, get to the foul line.
All right, Coach, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Scott, Stan?
And Andrew's got him. Let's send it over to Andrew now.
Yes, sir. We got Bobby Collins here with us. And Bobby, previewing this game, you said that these two teams are really cut from the same cloth. The way you execute offensively and the aggression you play with on the defensive end. How has the game script lived up to your expectations so far?
Well, this is the returning champs. We know what's at stake. They play extremely hard. They have a very good player in Chris. And we're just doing a very good job right now as a team getting that ball inside and being aggressive attacking. So if we keep doing that, we'll make it a game at the end.
Point paints weren't quite characteristic for you guys in that first half. Just 4 paint points. Jamari Roberts without a bucket. How much do you want to try and establish him, get him going in the second half?
Well, we were able to get him a little rest today. So second half, we'll go to him quite a bit, and hopefully we can finish down low.
All right, thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you. Welcome back to Baltimore, where it's the Shaw Bears by 6 after the first 10 minutes of this one. I'm Andrew Chapman with you on the sidelines. Well, guys, early in this tournament, quarterfinal round, the top seed, Fayetteville State, was bounced. That leaves the Lincoln Lions, the 2 seed now, as the top dog in the tournament. And for head coach Janice Washington, she said at the end of the day, you still have to show up and play. We understand the layout of the CIAA where it's anybody's tournament to win. And at this point, it doesn't matter what you've done. It's all about putting together your best 3 or 4 days of basketball. So she's focused on one game at a time, guys.
Thank you, Andrew.
Hey guys, with Coach Curtis here, courtside. Coach, you had mentioned that Lincoln's tempo was one of your focuses going into this game. How do you think your team controlled the tempo of that first half?
For the majority of the time, we did a good job. But you can see with that turnover right there, boom, they wouldn't score it. You know, we're trying to keep it to a 5-on-5 game. Our 5 against their 5 defensively. When we turn the ball over and we can't defend, that's not good for us. But for the first half, we did a pretty good job.
The Baltimore native Mackenzie Pollard had her shot dropping early. How much did that help your offense settle in?
Oh, definitely. It's easy buckets. You know, she had a rough night the other night, yesterday, and today she's shooting the ball well, so that's going to be good for us to Mackenzie.
All right, thanks, Coach.